Hey y'all, I'm Alicia if you're new here, and welcome to my channel. I was editing a video and realized I never did an intro because I had to end up putting two vlogs together when one was supposed to be on its own, but that trip took a turn for the worse, so ended up adding it into other footage. So be prepared for a random video of getting a tattoo, a long road trip that did not go according to plan, and then at the end of this vlog I will explain it all. But before I ramble on in this intro, let's get into the video. I never thought this day would come. I'm getting rid of my Honda. It is a short story, but getting to this point is a long story that I will have to tell y'all at another point. But we are trading it in. So if you saw the Jeep Adventure, long story short, my husband traded his truck in on a Jeep. I fell in love with said Jeep. So we are now trading my car in for a Jeep truck for him, and then I'm going to take over the Jeep. But I've had her for, I think, almost 7 years, 6 years. It's 2018, and I can't math, but she's been a good car. But when I drove that Jeep, I did not miss my car at all. And it's time. I want something different, and I'm excited about the Jeep, but seriously, just wait until y'all hear about our adventure yesterday, but to be continued. Well, just signed all the paperwork, so officially saying goodbye. I am kind of sad, but I'm excited to have the Jeep. Kim at Heritage Chevrolet in Owings Mills, I think is how you say it, Maryland, even gave us a little card. She was so sweet. Hello. I owe y'all a story time. So I'm on my way to work and thought that it would be the perfect time to tell it to y'all. It's kind of a long story, so I'm going to try and make it as short and sweet as I can, because so I wanted this trip, the car buying trip, truck buying trip, to be one vlog because I have planned on going to Wilmington. So I was going to show y'all around Wilmington, show y'all the trade process, all of that, but it did not go according to plan. So I'm just adding it into my other footage, and I'm not really sure what all I have, to be honest. It all started when I drove the Jeep. Driving it, I fell in love even more, and I have loved my car ever since I got it. I think it had like 50 miles on it, so it was pretty much new. It was the newest car I'd ever had. I absolutely loved it. I had kind of dreamed of other cars, like I really wanted a diesel Tahoe, way out of my price range, and I wanted a Camaro so I could wrap it pink, Corvette, once again out of my price range. So all of these cars, which my dream car, that's changed, but used to be a Range Rover. I wanted a Range Rover for as long as I can remember, but I got over that. So I have had thought about other cars, but I was never serious about it because I loved it so much. I did not miss my car one time driving the Jeep. I knew that I was going to have to switch back and get my car back with my husband. And so I sent him a frowny face, and he was like, why the frowny face? I was like, I don't want to give it back. He's like, well, too bad. So he was like, if you wanted to keep the Jeep, you can always trade your car in on a Jeep truck for me, and then you can keep the Jeep. And I was like, So I thought about it some, and I was like, you know what? I think I want to do it because I haven't missed my car once, and that's never happened. And so I thought about it, and I was like, okay, if you can find one for X amount, then I want to do it. So he starts looking. I get home from work and I tell him that I want to do it. I want to trade my car. I want to keep the Jeep. I think he thought I was kidding because I am one of the most indecisive persons that you will ever meet. And that was probably the quickest I had ever made a big decision like that. Because that's a big decision because my car was paid off. So that was the biggest thing I had hesitation about, because not having a car payment was amazing. So now I'm going to have another vehicle payment. But I haven't had a new car, which 6-7 years or 7-8 years, whatever, however long it's been, is not a long time to have a car. I know, because there's some people who had the same vehicle for 15-20 years. But for me, that was a long time, and not thinking that I would ever want a different one, I was like, okay. Plus, I have been thinking of everything that I can change pink, and you better believe I'm adding pink to this Jeep. So now that she is officially mine, I am going to do like a Jeep tour. Okay, so back to the story. So he found 2 Jeep trucks. So he wanted a diesel too. This one's a diesel. And he wanted a Rubicon Gladiator diesel. And he found 2. One in Jacksonville, North Carolina. The other in Owens Mills, Maryland. We told both of them that we were looking at others to kind of see if we could get a better deal. Naturally. So the one in North Carolina ended up being the better deal. It had less miles. It was a little bit closer of a drive. And it was about an hour away from Wilmington. For those of you that don't know, Wilmington is where One Tree Hill was filmed. And that is my original Vampire Diaries. I watched One Tree Hill live from season 2 back in high school. So that is my first TV love. And I actually did start rewatching it a few months ago, and then I started again because I was like, oh, I'm going to Wilmington, so I needed to be fresh. I guess that's where I went wrong. I had a tattoo appointment on Monday morning. I did not want to cancel because I am going to the Morgan Wallen Sand in My Boots Festival in Gulf Shores in 2 weeks. It is next weekend, and Monday was going to give me plenty of time for my tattoo to heal, and I wanted it done before the beach. It's in Alabama, so 2 hours away. So we left the house around 6 a.m. Monday morning. Drive 2 hours, get my tattoo, so we're there for a little bit. I think we ended up leaving around noon. We start heading to North Carolina. So we talked to that dealership in North Carolina on Saturday and said, we will be there Tuesday morning when y'all open. They said, okay, great. My husband texted them while I was getting my tattoo to make sure everything was still good. Hey, are we still good for in the morning? They said yes. So after my tattoo, we head to North Carolina. We're in Atlanta, so we're almost halfway to North Carolina when the dealership calls. It says, hey, so I saw that y'all were picking it up. Y'all are going to be here in the morning. The truck's not ready. We're like, what do you mean it's not ready? And they said that there were some recalls, so they had to take it to the Dodge dealership, and it wasn't going to be ready tomorrow morning. We said, well, we're already halfway into a 9-hour trip, and y'all have known since Saturday that we were coming to get it on Tuesday morning. So what's happening? That's not going to work for us. We've rearranged our whole week to pick it up Tuesday morning. He's like, well, let me call them, see what I can do. Calls back and says, well, you know, we can comp you your hotel stay for the night since you weren't planning on staying 2 nights. But I don't think it's going to be ready on Tuesday. We're like, the hotel isn't the issue. The issue is we've rearranged our whole week to be here. We have to be home on Wednesday. We can't, it's not like we're just down the road. We're 9 hours away. Okay, well let me see what I'll call you back. We're like, okay, whatever. Calls back. Okay, so I talked to them. The best they can do is it'll be done by the end of day on Tuesday, and y'all can pick it up first thing Wednesday morning. We're like, no, we are not doing that. He's like, well, that's the only option. My husband's like, no, that's not the only option. The other option is you can keep it, which that's what you're going to do, because y'all have given us the runaround. Y'all have known since Saturday that we were going to be there on Tuesday. If it wasn't ready, you shouldn't have posted it online ready to sell. And I think that he thought that since we were already on our way, that he had us hooked and we would just have to wait. Obviously, they don't know my husband because he has driven all over the world. Well, not all over the world, but all over for vehicles. No, you can keep it. He's like, well, what I can do is have somebody come get your trade-in, and then we'll deliver the truck to you whenever it's ready. And he was like, absolutely not. We're, number one, I'm not buying a vehicle that we can't see, and number two, we're not going to be out of vehicle, because they may have made it priority since we were coming to get it, and I could probably guarantee that it would be at the bottom of the list if they delivered it. So we're like, nope, you can keep it. We're going to go get this other one. So we called the Maryland dealership to make sure that we could still get the deal they offered, and we were like, okay, before we change directions, is this truck ready to go? They said, yep, we are looking at it on the lot as we speak. It is ready to go. We're like, okay, we are headed to you. So we're in Atlanta already. So then we had to go back through Atlanta to change directions and start heading towards Maryland, which was 11 and a half hours from where we were. So, if you remember earlier in my story, we left the house at 6 a.m. for tattoo. Now, we weren't driving, obviously. I was getting my tattoo, so that was a while. But, left the house at 6 a.m., did not get to our hotel in Maryland until 3 a.m. We got 4 hours sleep, woke up, went to the dealership, signed my life away, said goodbye to Olaf. I can't remember when we ended up leaving, but it was a 9.5 hour drive home, which is better than 11.5. We ended up getting home around 9 o'clock Tuesday night. So, no Wilmington. We did drive through Washington, D.C. and saw the Pentagon and the National Monument, the top of the Lincoln Memorial. So that was cool, which I was able to go to Washington back in middle school. So that was such an amazing, was it middle school or high school? A long, long time ago. And I loved it. I do want to go back because I know that I would appreciate it more as an adult. But we got it. I traded Olaf. My husband got his Jeep truck, and I am now in Casper. That's what we named the Jeep. I kind of wanted to name it something different since I'm going to be putting pink all over it, but I guess it'll just have to be a girl Casper. That's what we've been calling it, so it kind of stuck. So this is Casper, and I'm so excited. Three years newer, but a new to me vehicle, and I love it. And I also love two top pieces come off, and they're in two, so it's really easy that I can do by myself. So I love that. This is my first time vlogging in here. No, it's not. Just kidding. It's the first time vlogging in here with it mine because I forgot about the Jeep adventure. So, well, I did talk a little bit. But it's the first time I'm vlogging when she's officially mine. But I love it so much. And yes, it's the story. I think I ended up doing the long version anyways. I am going to go ahead and end this vlog because this probably is going to make it a little lengthy. But be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the Jeep tour and turn on those notifications because it tells you when I do post a new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I don't have anything else to say except thank you for watching. I will see you on my next video.